Good morning. I am one of those people who drinks hot coffee no matter the temperature. You can see I'm in a tank top. It's very sticky, very hot out here already, but the coffee is still warm. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I'm going to take you on a quick garden tour, just showing you some new exciting things that are happening and talking about our plan for fall, which I cannot believe it's that time already, but here we are. We're thinking about it. We got to get started, kind of planning out where everything is. I don't intend to pre-start anything. I'm going to direct sow most things, but I do want to get started thinking about where things are going to go, what varieties I'm going to plant, what I need to get on hand to amend the beds before that, so on and so forth. So let's get started. All right, first up here, our Three Sisters bed. Sunflowers are looking a little worse for wear. It's probably almost time for them to come out, but there are two very exciting things. First, I saw that little pumpkin. I honestly thought that these pumpkins were a dud. I wasn't going to get anything. I might as well tear them out. And then this morning I came out and I saw that one and I saw that one hiding in there. So that's exciting. This bed's going to stay like this for a little while longer. We've got one nice ear of corn happening there. These ears down here are a little bit smaller. Those aren't kernelling out very well, so I'm not sure what the factor is there, but still very, very exciting. We've got beans crawling everywhere. So this bed is probably going to stay like this for a little bit longer, and let me tell you why. Obviously, first of all, I want my pumpkins. And there's plenty of time for them to still grow. They're small ones, so they don't need, the same amount of time that some of those really big pumpkins that you're used to seeing do. So they will stay, and I will let them grow out. But that bed is also going to become onions, leeks, and garlic for the fall, which don't need to get planted later into the fall and early spring. So got some time before we need to tear that bed out. So that's the plan there. Onions, leeks, and garlic. I grew garlic last year. It was great. Really excited to grow it again and learn from it. Last year I didn't get it in quite as early as I should have. Garlic likes to be cold. It likes to go through that winter freeze. And I didn't give mine that much of a freeze. And so the bulbs were great, but they're on the small side. So hopefully this year I can get them in sooner and we can get some bigger bulbs. You see this guy here? That's one of the Armenian white cucumbers. Let me flip you around. So this one has taken off. There's lots of babies on it. You can see this one is probably almost ready to harvest. And go and give it a shot, give it a try. We've got these cucumbers here on the back as well. Hold on. I picked up a web somewhere. Oh God. But yeah, so the cucumbers are finally taking off and doing great. I'm very excited. We've got obviously that big one. We've got some other ones here on the back side that are getting going. So these will stay. As long as the plants are healthy and doing well, these plants will stay. I'm not going to pull them out because I didn't really get a summer cucumber harvest, and I want a cucumber harvest. Oh, there's a beet alpha there on the bottom. I need to come out and harvest. Cucumbers will stay. If they get pulled out and there's enough time to put something like peas on the trellis, I will, but I'm not counting on that. So then we have the rest of this bed here. So the tomatoes, these cherries, obviously you can tell, still going crazy, still setting fruit, even though it's hot. So these will be the last tomatoes to get torn out. And so peas are also going to go on this trellis. And then in the fronts of these beds here, I will do root vegetables. I'll do carrots, I'll do radishes, turnips, rutabagas, anything like that in the front. So hoping I can get a really good pea harvest and get a lot frozen. I love having peas on hand in the winter for soups and things like that. So that will go here. And the reason that peas are going here is because peas can take a little bit more cold And so once it does start to get cold, they'll keep growing. And I'm going to put beans on that one because those tomatoes are going to come out sooner. So that's why peas are going here. I hope they'll do well. In the meantime, I'm going to get as many of these cherry tomatoes as I can, because I find it amazing that they're still setting fruit even in that heat wave that we had. This bed over here is going to become flowers. I'm not putting any food in this bed this year. I'm going to do a big batch of calendula, some other stuff, but that's what's going to happen over here. Oh God. Okay. First, you can't see. Hold on. Let me zoom you in. I have a friend. Do you see it? Now I know that it can't kill me, but it still scares me. And I made it all this time without one coming into my garden. There was one in the back behind the lean-to, which was perfect spot for it because I didn't have to get close to it. And now he's set up shop there. So I know that you're doing a good thing and you're eating the bugs, which are attacking my plants, and I appreciate that, but still gonna give you a little space. So in here, the okra bed. This is gonna go as long as it can go. I actually have a lot of okra. I haven't harvested in a few days, and some of these okra pods are out of control. So a few I might leave for seed, even though they're probably cross-pollinated, but we'll see what happens. And then this bed is going to become brassicas. So broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. I really want to grow cabbage. I love cabbage. I love having it on hand. Things like that. So that's what's going to go in that bed. The reason it's going in that bed is because it doesn't have a trellis in it. So we can build a frame with frost fabric to go over it. So we can overwinter those things. So got an itch. So that is the plan there. Same thing is happening with the noodle beans as with the cucumbers. I'm going to leave them on there to grow. And if I take them out and there's enough time to throw something like peas up there, then we'll do that. So let's keep going to our very last bed here. So I actually already tore one of these plants out because it had finished ripening all the fruit that was on it. It wasn't going to set more fruit. It was the first one that kind of got real sick. So that one's been torn out, and some of these others will follow suit quickly. We actually have a ton of big slicers that are starting to ripen, and so I'll bring those in. But once these plants have ripened their fruit and look like they're not setting anymore, they will come out. The tomatillos can come out now. I don't know what the deal is, but they're dropping all of their little bulb things, I don't know what to call it, before they ripen. And so I think it's partly water and partly the heat. So I don't know that I'm going to grow tomatillos again next year. I might give myself a break from them until we have a bigger garden space, because I could have had more tomatoes there. Or cucumbers or something. And so yeah, there's one little, I'm not going to walk you over there, but there's one little baby jarry melon coming in, so that's exciting. Same thing with that arch trellis. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it ripen that fruit, and then if there's time to put something there, I'll put something there. Maybe beans to go with the big trellis that will have beans on it. Beans are another one of my things that I love to have on hand in the freezer for winter, so hoping that we can get a good bean harvest before then as well. But that's the plan. It's time to start thinking about it. Like I said, we got to start getting stuff to amend the beds. The bags will get a little bit of everything. I just want to try. I might do garlic in the bags again. Do a little half and half. Gotta go through the tomato arch there. And yeah, it's exciting. It feels weird. There's something very weird about pulling out healthy plants to plant other plants, because, you know, we do want to let our plants grow and live full, happy lives. But a dear friend of mine once told me, or encouraged me, that, you know, don't miss a fall harvest because you're trying to extend a summer harvest. So obviously most of us tend to love summer fruits more than other things, right? Tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers are more exciting to some people than cabbage is. But if we let the tomatoes and the cucumbers go too long and we never get cabbage, then we miss out on all this other bounty that we could have. So passing that along to you if you're feeling a little sting of, I'm not ready to start thinking about the fall garden, I'm not ready to start ripping out plants to plant other things. And you certainly don't have to, but that is my encouragement. I would love to hear what you're planning to plant in the comments, and I will be back. I haven't decided on varieties for anything yet. Just kind of doing a big planning of what will go where, and then we'll get into varieties later. Oh, I almost dropped my coffee. She talks with her hands too much. But yeah, so if there's anything you would love to see me grow, it's going to be a big trial and error this year. Some of these things I've grown in the past, but with mixed results. So hopefully now that we have the beds in, we'll have a lot better success. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.